As you all know, we are in PrepTober, and today is the 22nd, and it's winding down. The challenge is definitely about to start, and then I've upped my challenge goal to 25,000 words. So I'm like, okay, we really have to get a plan going because through this month, I was kind of testing the waters to see how things were going so that I could kind of like gauge how next month is going to go for me. Um, Things that I've learned so far is that I definitely need to keep my notepad or, make sure my phone is charged because when I'm out and about, when I see things, when I hear things, different conversations, different scents, outfits that people have on, I'm like, ooh, that's a nice element that I would love to add to my story. So that's one thing that I've noticed. And then like the unexpected changes with my characters. It's like at first I thought that I was so hooked on my main characters' names, and then I've changed them and I'm like, I'm okay with this. I actually like this better. So just watching the story unfold and how things like the plot has changed, the location has changed, like a lot of the smaller elements. So just being okay with like letting those things kind of unfold and work out how they may. Um, Let's see. I have my notepad here because I wanted to make sure I stay on track this video because I tend to go off on tangents and I don't want to do that. The challenges of sticking to a schedule was something that I'm trying to work through so that I can have a better gauge of how things are going to go. But really, if I could just find at least 10, 15 minutes in my day to get thoughts down on paper, I am going to need a much larger chunk of time. So I'm going to have to really utilize my early mornings before things get started and my late nights to work and to get my thoughts out on paper because like during the day it's just too much hustle and bustle going on in order for me to try to sit down and really focus to reach my word count goal so that I can reach the 25,000 words by the end of November. Oh, yes, and that's another thing that like speaking of changes, at first, it was supposed to be just a novel, like a standalone novel, but then I decided I wanted to be a series. And now I'm really thinking like a novella series. Like, doesn't have to be long, but definitely I'm thinking novella series where my three main characters, I mean, not my three main characters, but like my main character couple, their friends kind of like branch off and they have their own like spin off series in the same town. So I do like that idea. But that was something again that has changed, and that's even changed from the last video that I filmed last week. So ideas are just flowing. I'm loving that I do get transformed into my character's world. That is by far my favorite thing because it's like reading a book, and I love reading. I like getting immersed into a good TV series. So um, being immersed into my characters' worlds, getting in their heads, seeing what they're thinking, what do they do on a day-to-day basis, that has been by far the most rewarding. And especially I like to live out of my own world anyway. So to get into someone else's world is by far the thing that I'm loving most about this entire process. And then my next steps are that I'm going to be doing going into this next week is I don't know. Yes, I did post a video here or post clips of the video here of the wall that I have where I was putting up my cards. So now what I'm doing is I'm slowly taking those cards down and I'm actually adding them into their spot on my manuscript. And also another change, I'm on some Facebook writing groups, and in one of the groups, someone recommended Redsea. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I think it's redsea.com. So that's actually the platform that I'm going to be using to write my manuscript in. I know I said Google Docs before, but it has, again, since changed. Lots of changes happening this week. So I'll be using Redsea. So I went ahead and went in and put in all my chapters, well, my chapter beats, I should say, and I'm just like any like little blurb or scene that I have, I'm just going to start dropping it into Redsea. I've already input my characters into there so I can just kind of have it all in one cohesive spot so that when I get writing, the process can just flow. So that'd be my next step. Also, what I've learned is just really expect the unexpected. Everything's not going to go as planned as far as time goes. plot twists are going to happen, characters are going to change, story elements are going to change. Like, it's just so much that can change, and really just navigating those changes and just being okay with them, because I'm like, no, I want the story to go this way, and then it's going a completely different way, and I'm like, let me just let the story do what it would like. I'm just writing it, but the story is going to tell itself. What I'm loving about this process is watching the story unfold, especially because, like I said before, that's not how I planned it to be. I thought that the story was going to be this, and now it's that. And it's like, that was a whole thing that I had to like figure out for myself. Um, and then just pushing through those challenges, pushing through those changes, and being like, okay, this is what the story wants, so this is what I'm doing. Um, Really getting into the heads of my characters has been interesting, because when I'm writing, because I'm writing different scenes and like jotting things down here and there, starting off now, and through that process, it's like I am really transformed and taken to the city of Lake Ford. I am sitting there with Kennedy. I'm sitting with Levi, and I'm like, this is like, it's like watching a movie in my head as I'm writing it. That was something that was unexpected. Like, I know that when I'm reading books, I'm transformed and taken into those places. But as I was writing it, I guess I did not expect for that to happen. But that was like something that I am loving. I am enjoying it, because it is like watching a TV show unfold in front of my face or at my fingertips. Into Red Sea, I've already input my characters into there, so I can just kind of have it all in one cohesive spot, so that when I get writing, the process can just flow. So that'd be my next step. And also, I'm just kind of removing the barriers from myself, and just gonna record on my phone using what I have, and just really getting started. And if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. But regardless, I want to make sure that I document this process of how I was feeling and what was going on at the time that I was getting started. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.